Hey everybody, welcome to Life in a Band. Today I wanted to talk about some of the Facebook groups I've seen and some other stuff. But let's start on the fact that recently I went to a concert. And, this is, these are bands that I grew up with back in the 90s and 2000s and stuff like that. And, you know, they're all the bands they all stem from their childhoods and their friends, and I think that's what's lost today when it comes to bands and musicians here in Nashville. I was recently told by a friend of mine too that this is a different type of town. It's not a band mentality town, it's the player town, where it's all about the players. And he's absolutely right. It's about the hired musicians, and that is what is so frustrating here. Um, you know, Getting back to the concert is you can see that these people have a history. You can see that these people, they are friends, and that's what it comes down to. And it started as friends who wanted to do something together for the fun of it, and I think that's what gets lost, especially here. And the part of hiring musicians all the time, you know, are you available for this date? No, but I can suggest somebody who is. Okay, we'll give them my number. Things like that is you don't build a connection with anybody. You don't have the same mindset. Um, you don't have the same goals or anything. You've lost the camaraderie of a band situation. You know, the thing that I was thinking about, for the past 2 weeks is, we get into this business for the fun of playing, the fun of making music. The we have things to say. You know, we have a sound that we hear in our heads that we want to get out, and it's so much better when you can do it with friends. It doesn't mean as much as when if you're doing it with people that you're bringing in for the day or the night or the a hired gun. It just doesn't mean anything. And no, I don't have anything against cover bands. If that's your thing, that's great. It's not mine. I can't go out there and just play cover songs. These musicians may be talented who do that stuff, but when it comes down to it, they're a dime a dozen. These cover bands play the same fucking songs. They, you know, it's the same thing over and over and over. And where's the fun in that? I joined a Facebook group 2 weeks ago of players looking for other players to play with, and I swear 90% of them say, I want to start a country rock band. Well, that's what everything is here. You're gonna be another dime a dozen, playing the same shit that everyone else is playing, looking to play Broadway, and you know, learning those '80s songs that you have to get to play down there, and going down to mingle every night so you can get to know everybody. But, you know, we're not here forever, and you've lost the fun in it. If like I said, if you're playing cover songs and it's, you're having fun with it, that's one thing. But to think that you're going to make a living off of it is a total other thing that is not going to happen. You may be able to pay your power bill once in a while by doing that. You may be hustling to play these cover songs day and night, every, 4 days a week downtown. And if that's your thing, great. If that's all you want to do with your life, then so be it. I can't imagine that is fulfilling, especially if you're a musician, because don't you want to create your sound? Don't you want to write your own stuff? Don't you want to share in, the success with your friends instead of hired guns? What at the end of the night, you're like, thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing this job with me. maybe we'll work again another day. Like, what's the fun in that? I just really think that this town has just killed the fun out of playing. It's sure as hell taken everything out of me, because it is a player's town and it is not a band town. They don't want that shit. They don't want the original bands here. And like I've said in another video, sure, I can go play the writers' rounds with other songwriters, but that's boring as shit too. Why would I want to go sit up there with 4 other guys or 3 other guys, playing my 2 best songs and sitting up there watching the other 3 do the same exact thing? What am I getting out of that? And what are they getting out of that? Again, it's a dime a dozen with that stuff here. And, it's a whole system that they have. You got to have the first 2 names, because everyone in that country rock scene, they can't have anything out of the ordinary. They got to dumb down everything. And I'm not playing country rock, and that's what I'm not. I've refused to do it now for a while. I've kind of strayed and done more of the rock stuff, but I've just changed my mind and kind of taken it back to things I used to love. And the only thing I can do at this point is just continue to write my songs, record my songs, and put them out for people to listen to. Am I making any money on it? No. Streaming services pay a quarter of a penny per 10 listens. So I'm not making any money on it. Am I putting money out? Yeah. Do I get many listens on Spotify or Amazon or Apple Music? No. I get a few. It's not, but I'm going to continue to do it because it makes me happy. Would it make me happy to be able to get out there and play these tunes live with a band, a band of friends who are all in it together? Absolutely. That would make me 100 times happier. And I think, am I going to change the town? No. Do I want to change the town? Yeah. LA was so different. So different. It wasn't about the hired guns. Yeah, we auditioned other people and brought people in. But that was like, you shared the same values. You shared the same visions. And it didn't matter how old you are. So it was fun, and the clubs there, you had 4 bands a night sometimes 3. Here, you're expected to play. We got to play those 4 hours, no breaks. But if you have to go to the bathroom, better go beforehand. All that stupid crap. Like it's such a weird city, such a weird town. I know they call it Music City, but that's just because there's music playing 24/7 downtown. But it has nothing to do with genres or the fact that they're so inviting for other players and musicians to do things. It's really sad, and I feel like I've been here 9 years. And each year I just get less and less, excited about anything. And, I really think this, and I've said it a million times to my family, that my musical dreams have died because they've come here. And I've come here. I really think I might have been able to flourish elsewhere. I think that, if I would have stayed in LA, would have things been different? Probably not. Things change, cities change. It's a different thing out there. Even the old days are not what they used to be. Unfortunately, that's just the way things go. Things change. But this is a totally different market and a totally different vibe, and it's too bad. Am I going to keep pushing? Yeah. I'm still going to keep trying. I'm still going to throw my name out there and try and do what I like to do. And, hopefully something happens where I'm able to play again. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to continue to write, which is what I'm doing now. I'm going to start recording pretty soon and take it from there and get my new stuff out there because it's different. It's fun. That's the main thing, is it's fun. And I think people are going to get a kick out of it, and I think that they'll be able to feel the fun that is coming out of it. So until next time, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share.